Yo, how's it going, everyone? Is that time once again? We are back. I think moving my camera on the other one, I didn't realize has affected the one on this one as well. So it's slightly lower down. Oh, actually, yeah, that was the main thing. It was because I moved it down slightly, didn't I? I might have to mess about with it slightly. No, that's the frame. So we got to get the sign in there. Oh, Blue got me that for my birthday. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Recovered from the World Tournament weekend, hopefully. It was a great weekend, though. I appreciate everyone that came out to the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the Beans t-shirt on Sunday. This is still a bit of the camera still sticking out the bottom. Is that right now? Yeah. I'm just checking that the frame is like fine on the sides. No, so there's a bit of the top sticking out. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. All right. How's it going? Where's the Beans shirt? Dude, the Beans shirt is in the wash because the Beans shirt is very sweaty. Okay, so we left off before the World Tournament weekend. I was heading back to the main area with the third objective to get to. However, it was terrible, terrible weather, which I don't know if that will have passed. It has not. Now, however, it's warmer, so I can technically go out in this weather without being too cold. The only problem is, I mean, I know where I have to go. I just have to follow the train tracks, but yeah, I think it's possibly still a bit too risky just to go out in this weather. Oh yeah, also I need to turn up the game sound, don't I? Because it's still going to be on the normal Dokkan. So you guys won't actually be able to hear the game. There we go. Dokkan coming with a banger quality of life change yet again. The sort feature is going to be so amazing. Yeah, I saw some of the posts about it earlier from like Toon and stuff. Just the like sort, is it the leader skill sort thing, and it shows you like exactly how much of the leader skill the character gets or something like that. I didn't see all the details of it, but it looks pretty good. I mean, for the most part, like, it'll be good for doing certain missions, because obviously for the most part, like, when you're just doing a thing for fun, or like when a new unit comes out or something, we kind of just are setting those characters knowing exactly who's on what teams and stuff, but definitely helpful for certain like missions and stuff when they come out. So yeah, I don't know what to do now because I'm not tired, so I can't sleep, but I can't really go off on my journey to the next area. I'm just gonna have to pass time here for a little bit, which is annoying because then I burn through my food and drink by doing that. And I also don't really want to travel at night, if I can help it, but can't really help it in this scenario, can I? So, oh, good. I ate too much. Sorry. Hopefully the weather will have calmed down now, right? Now that it's nighttime. Okay, and it's not quite nighttime, so time to haul ass and get out of here. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay on this fine Monday. First day of a new week. New stuff out tomorrow morning. Yeah, we knew Chelsea was going to be an LR as soon as his SSR came out, because of the way his hidden potential works. And then, yeah, obviously the fact that his TUR is still just Chaozu, which is a shame because still no confirmation on what he's going to awaken into. I really need to look at the chat if I'm walking nearby the side and stop not to be looking at the chat if I'm walking next to a side of a cliff. Yeah, it looks like he's, like, I guess from the story, I've said this in the video before, I'm sure I said it in the first video that came out, back when he came out. In the story, he's training with Captain Ginyu, so I'm assuming that when it finally awakens into an LR, the card is going to be Chaozu and Captain Ginyu. Because it's got to be a character that he doesn't share certain categories with, otherwise those categories would be on the card already. So it's not going to be another Earthling, it's not going to be another Earth Red fighter. Hair in my mouth. What are the other categories that a Chaozu is on? Let's get a Chaozu up on. Let's just get a random Chaozu up. So Chaozu should be on, obviously, well, Saiyan Saga, I guess it depends, because I'm looking at a Saiyan Saga Chaozu. Earthlings, Bond of Friendship, Worthy Rivals, Earthbred Fighters. So whoever he's awakening into an LR with, they won't be on. It'll be a character who isn't on Earthlings, Worthy Rivals, Bond of Friendship, or Earthbred Fighters. So it's probably Captain Ginyu, because if I open a separate tab, I should stop auto-walking because this is a very mountainous region. In fact, I'll just pause it. Cards... Ginyu. So yeah, Corroded Body of Mind, which obviously he's not on. Ginyu Force, obviously not. Space Traveling Warriors, Dragon Ball Seekers, Mission Execution, Terrifying Conquerors, Special Pose. So they don't share any categories. So obviously the card is going to be on Terrifying Conquerors, Time Travelers, because that's what all the like Dokkan story characters, they are all on Time Travelers. They're obviously going to be on Joined Forces, but like, what else are they going to be on? The only thing, I said it in the video earlier today, but I'm guessing because like Ginyu is like training Chaozu, then I guess they could put the card on Bond of Master and Disciple. Otherwise, they're literally going to be on like 2 categories. Unless they put them on like, I guess they could get away with stuff like putting them on Accelerated Battle or something, maybe? Like, because otherwise, like, what else are they going to be on? I guess if they make it part of what happens in the story, they could be on, like, something like Powerful Comeback, maybe? Like, I don't know what's been going on in the Dokkan story. I don't really pay much attention to it. I've been watching the last couple of update ones, so I know that the Demon, like, Realm guys, even though they don't want to fight Dabura, they want to get rid of Barbady. It's kind of the only thing I really remember from what's going on in the quest mode story at the moment. So I'm not too sure. Shout out to Raldo for re-upping his channel membership. 32 months as a second channel member. Let's go. Heck yeah, keep up the greatness. Hey, I appreciate you, my dude. Bait banner returning. Yeah, they have the audacity. Those stupid, like... the stupid like skill orbs ticket thing, and like the characters that are available to get the skill orbs aren't even good. It's like Tao and STR Roshi and stuff, right? Absolute garbage. So yeah, I can't believe they've done that. It's crazy. Thoughts on my GDC predictions, 3 parts. Part 1, new Hellfighter 17 and 17 GT. Hellfighter active fuses to Super 17. 17 GT is massive support. And a new Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Trunks with Rage Mode. So, like, how do they connect? Like, what's the theme of the celebration? Because don't get me wrong, I love the idea of both of those 2 characters. I just don't really see how that works as like a GDC thing. Tao was good on release, yeah, I mean, but what, are you running him now? Like, and it is mostly his team as well that is largely the issue, not so him. Like, he's fine. Oh, thank you. Little Blue coming in with a cup of tea. Big W's. Actually, do I have the little blue W on the second channel? Yeah, we do. Let's go. That's very cute, because yeah, I mentioned that as I was getting the stream set up, I was going to make a cup of tea, and then I realised I didn't have enough time until the stream started. Right, so yeah, what was I saying? Part 2, second form cell that goes into Perfect Cell and new Super Vegeta and Super Trunks. Again, like, all cool choices, which I would very much enjoy, but what's the theme of the celebration? I like the fact that both parts are like Android and then Vegeta and Trunks. But it seems kind of mismatched for like a big celebration. I would love a reversible exchange Super Vegeta and Super Trunks, so that'd be sick. I just want some kind of LR Super Vegeta that has a really, really good voiced Final Flash animation. Maybe this isn't the bit I think it is. Possibly because it's dark. No, it is the bit I think it is. Because the rubble's ahead. I thought it was. Because, yeah, I should be able to go this way. I got scared when I saw this bit and thought it was like the edge of a cliff or something. But, yeah, this is where the sideways train car is. Let me go across this fallen tree. It is dark as shit. It's a good thing I've done this enough times that I know where I'm going. Because that could have been precarious. I am seemingly now stuck. There we go. Yeah, the equip banner, like, equips. And they're not even that good. Like, I know the drop rate on the Whis event is terrible. We all know that. I'm not trying to say it's good. But, like, the equips you get aren't even as good as the ones you can get from the Whis event. So, like, why the hell should they be, like, paywalled when they're not even the best ones that are available? Like, that's shockingly bad, in my opinion. It really is dark. Do I have a... I don't have a torch, I just have my lantern, which doesn't really help when I'm outside all that much. But yeah, Rhoda, how have you been getting on with your JoJo stuff for today? Did you see the conversation that Dark FE and I were having? I'm hoping that you guys got, like, your guild boss rewards and stuff as well. Because the thing is, it lets me seemingly... I just checked it again. I should have made a video about it today. But it's just let me jump in and do it again. So I'm still not 100% sure what the, like, requirements are. But I think because I've powered up my guys a bit more now, I might actually be able to get an even higher score. Because, yeah, it's... I think it's just a case of you guys, like, offer up your characters, I put in my characters, and then when I go to play it, I just get to pick 5 of the characters that we've, like, all put up, and then try and get a high score. I'm really still not 100% sure, but maybe I'll have to look into that properly for, like, tomorrow's video or something. They don't connect, they're just cool choices. Well, I do agree, that is true. It just unfortunately makes it, like, probably not a great GDC choice if there's no, like, proper connection slash theme. Not that I guess necessarily every celebration has to have that, but I guess that's what people expect. But to be fair, you could literally just give it a thing of, like, I don't know. I mean, remember the cooler worldwide was called, like, the Pride of the Saiyans, Pride of the Wicked Bloodline versus Saiyans or whatever. You could literally call it, like, something to do with, like, Pride of the Royal Lineage, because both parts have a Vegeta and Trunks. Pride of the Royal Lineage versus, I don't know, maniacal machines or something. So the whole point of the theme is it's Vegeta family versus androids. There you go. There you go. Rather than stumble around in the dark, let me just actually find where the bed is.
Surrounded by snow, and nothing to drink.
He says with a giant bottle of water literally in his backpack. He whines so much. Did you not see my... Oh, I didn't see the part 3 part, no. Part 3, Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan. Goku active skill is a what if him going Super Saiyan 2. Gohan active is bye guys. A final form. Frieza with active domain destroyed Namek. I mean that part's even more crazy. Like having a Goku and Gohan from Cell games and then Namek Frieza in like as like the same part, you know, like characters. That's crazy. Still too dark. Oh, you did get to have an attempt at the guild boss. Okay, that's good. Because, yeah, you get points based on, like, the highest score you set in terms of damage. So, yeah, I did 6.2 million last time, 6.7 million this time. Although I don't think it's enough to get anything extra. I'll get 6.98 is the other one. But could probably get that too. Although the countdown timer says 8.5 hours, so there'll probably be a different one tomorrow. Ding, ding, ding. I'll be careful because there are potentially wolves in this area. There's a deer over there. That's fine. Deers are fine. They won't kill me. Also, I think I mentioned it in the video today about like powering up and stuff, but since you can't use them for anything else, make sure you use those stopwatch item things to make your speedwagon investigation things go faster. Because that's all you use them for, so it's not like you're saving them for something else. Give it a watch. Yeah, the video I put up today is basically all of the ways that you can power up your characters. So if you're finding you're getting to like the next stage of like the interview thing or anything like that and it's too hard. That is a wolf eating a rabbit over there, I'm pretty sure. It's not worth wasting a bullet. It's not coming for me. Yeah, like, it's literally not worth it. Alright, so fortunately, when it comes to this trader quest line, we're now on the final step, which is to go to the third bunker, the conspiracy theorists bunker. But I already know where that is, because while searching for the first one, we went to it by accident, thinking that it might be the one I was actually looking for. But it was, in fact, the third one that we need to go to once we get to that step of the quest line. So now we're at that step of the quest line. Obviously, the good part about that is now I know exactly where we need to go. So we're back here in good old Mystery Lake, as always. It's kind of like always our main base, like anchor point. But back here in Mystery Lake, and we just need to go to the house to make sure we've got the right gear and stuff. And then off to the cave behind the trapper's cabin, through the cave to Mountain Town. Get to go back to my big fancy house. And then, yeah, Mountain Town, it's the cache that is there. So we have to go there, find the hidden, like, folder that's there that you can only find if you've got the quest line. Because obviously, as I say, we have been to that bunker, but you can't get the hidden thing unless you're doing the quest. Oh, that is a wolf. I don't know why wolves even bother anymore. But they still try it. So they still get arrows to the face. I don't need any more wolf meat. I might as well take the pelt, though. It's always good to have spare pelts. And the gut as well, I guess. They have Vegeta's mother because of... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, because they did a copy of the Goku family art that they'd already done on a previous thing. But it's got... Yeah, it's got Vegeta's parents, but obviously the mum's like face is covered by King Vegeta's cape because we've never actually seen what she looks like. You can see little bits though, so like you can kind of see like part of what her hair looks like. But yeah, like it's kind of cool that he's done that because we probably will never get an actual proper reveal. So, not that I mean, it doesn't really matter. But it would be cool to get, because obviously, unless Toriyama told somebody before his passing, like, nobody knows what... I was going to say, like, it'd be cool to find out what her name even is or anything, but... I just like the fact that, because Toriyama did some funny stuff, right? As always. I mean, he was a joker. But, like, the fact that he revealed that Android 17 and 18 have real names, and yet... They've never then switched to, like, people calling them by what their real names are. So, even though we now know that, like, Android 18 has a real name, like, Krillin, who is her husband, still just calls her 18. Even though we know now that she actually has a name. Like, I've always thought that was really odd. Oh, well, I had a spare one. I've got 2 moose pelts in here, being the absolute legend moose killer that I am, but I don't need them for anything. I've already got the moose skin bag. You can't equip 2. I even literally made a spare one and then just put it on a shelf in one of my other houses, because I can't do anything with it. Right. God, there's another one there. A bunch of arrows over there. I've just got too much stuff. It's too good. Maybe it's their choice on what others... Oh, yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, I guess the only thing I could think of that would be the explanation is, like, that's who they used to be before they got made into androids. So now they just like being called their android names, I guess. Because also remember that because of the translation, like, Dragon Ball has always used the word android incorrectly, because android is supposed to mean, like, full robot. which is why you see a lot of people in like the other translations. You'll see a lot of people in comments in like Dokkan videos and stuff when people will say like C17, because I think the translation in French like it is actually cyborg, which makes more sense because that's what they actually are. Like they are actually cyborgs, not androids, because they're robot parts and human parts, whereas technically an android would just be full robot parts. So yeah, so they're called Android 18 and Android 17, but they're not even actually androids technically. Another one as well. How many of these bloody things am I holding on to? Android sounds cooler, but yeah. Technically they are cyborgs. Right, so I will be coming back here on my way back. I'm not going to need this flour or cooking oil while I'm gone. So let's drop those just for the sake of having less stuff in my inventory. Do I have any spare clothing items? I don't believe so. Let's get rid of those. Yeah, that's also true, I guess. Maybe they just don't have any memories of their previous thing, other than the fact that they remember that they're brother and sister. Or assuming that they remember, and not just that they were told that they are, and it's part of their programming from Jiro. I guess we don't know. Not to say that I don't think they are, but in terms of like whether they actually remember that they are, or whether it's just that they've been told that they are. But that's the thing, like we've joked about before, when it comes to things like power scaling and those more, and things like that, more deep or confusing story aspects. Like Toriyama just doesn't think about stuff like that. He just does stuff for fun. Did stuff for fun. There doesn't have to be like a crazy extra layer. Sometimes there is, like Dragon Ball can have some deep stuff in it sometimes, but yeah, for the most part, that was not what he was going for, so... The thing I've never understood is why Cell doesn't have infinite energy when he absorbed two people with infinite energy. Yes, you would think that would be part of his perfect design, because technically that's something that they have that he doesn't have. So when he absorbs them and he becomes perfect Cell, like, they have a thing that he doesn't have. So that he's obviously not perfect, is he? Because he doesn't have infinite energy. God, I didn't realise this. My knife was almost broken, so... I've got to sit here for... How close am I to being done? 72%. Bruh. This knife was absolutely mash up. Right, that'll do. Right, I need to make some more water for the journey. Yeah, tomorrow we got the new quest stages with the Chaozu TUR Awakening. We've got the new Frontier stages. We're doing those on the stream tomorrow morning. Can I get another lot done in that time? I think so. Yeah, because it'll take 42 minutes, and there are 42 minutes to go. Hell yeah. Perfect timing. Right, off we go. I think if that's a design choice, he's supposed to be perfect, but he shows his imperfections instead. Well, I mean, I feel like it's just, isn't it just shoddy design by Giro to say that he has a perfect form and is therefore then like becomes perfect Cell, except he isn't perfect because he doesn't even have one of the things that one of his other creations has. Seems a bit weird. But we know Giro do be crazy, so... Another one? Bloody hell, man. As long as I can see him, I need to not let him have, like, a ridge in the way or anything. No. Bad dog. Well, yeah, obviously it's Toriyama's design choice, but I'm talking about, like, the in-universe, like, argument. I did enjoy that conversation we had yesterday, though, about the idea of, like, a timeline where Cell won, like, the Cell games, and then had to deal with, like, Deborah and Barbady and stuff later. Like, that was cool. That was a fun little, like, just what-if, like, thought experiment thing. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Dragon Ball. And sometimes the writing isn't great, but sometimes it's really good. Like, the Cell, I think we talked about it on stream before, but, like, I think the writing of, like, the whole Goku fighting Cell and then, like, giving up and all that stuff, like, I think that doesn't get enough credit for how good it is. Based on some people's, like, I don't know, I don't want to say, like, misunderstanding, I guess, but, like, I don't know, maybe I've just overanalyzed it before, like, because we've talked about this before. I know I've said this on stream before. People who've been around for a long time, like Drace, I'm sure possibly even remember me saying this before. But, like, I just really like the writing of the idea of, like, after training in the Room of Spirit and Time with Gohan, Goku, obviously, the whole point is that Goku realizes that if Gohan can tap into his potential, like, he's just way stronger than him, and that he's the only one that can defeat Cell. But the problem is, because Gohan idolizes Goku so much, and obviously thinks that, as far as he's concerned, his dad is, like, the strongest guy in the whole universe, if Goku told Gohan that he was stronger than him, like, he just would never believe him. Like, so... the only way he can make him believe it is to show him by him fighting Cell. And then when he gives up, it's that line that he says to Gohan. He's like, when you were watching me fight Cell, I don't know, I can't remember it word for word, but he's like, when you were watching me fight Cell, like, you thought I was holding back, didn't you? And Gohan's like, yeah. And then he's like, yeah. And Goku's like, well, I wasn't. The reason why you think is I was holding back is because you were comparing how strong I was while fighting Cell to yourself. So you thought I was holding back, but I wasn't. Like, you are stronger than me. And that's, like, the only way that he could really make Gohan, like, believe that he was stronger than him, was to show him and let him see the comparison, like, between their power. Like, I've always thought that was really cool, but... Because, yeah, they could have just come out of the time chamber and Goku be like, no, Gohan, you're stronger than me, so you just fight Cell first and you can win. Like, and Gohan, it would be very uncharacteristic for Gohan to be like, oh, yeah, okay. So, I've always thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, Gohan was wondering why Goku wasn't at full power, and wondering why the others couldn't keep up with Cell versus Goku. Yeah, exactly. Whereas to him, like, the level that Goku was fighting at is something that he could easily do himself. So he's like, oh, okay, yeah, so Dad's just, you know, warming up. I'm sure he'll be at full strength soon. And then, yeah, it's just because he's comparing him to himself. In terms of writing, I believe you can easily tell when Toriyama was in control and when the company probably had him change a few things. The other thing as well is that Dragon Ball lore has always been steeped in a certain amount of like rumor and mystery and stuff, because there are all these things about like, oh, Toriyama wanted to stop at the end of the Cell saga, and well, first originally there's a rumor that it was Namek and then Cell, and then there's all the things about like, oh, you know, originally it was just going to be the androids were the bad guys, but the producer of the Shonen Jump didn't like 19 and 20 being the main bad guys. So then he designed 17 and 18, and then the producer was like, oh, what? So the main bad guys are just a couple of punk, like, teenagers. So they didn't like that either. And, like, there's all of those rumors and stuff, but I don't know how much of all of that is actually true. And how much is, like, urban myths from throughout the years. Are you fucking kidding me? Another wolf. Bruh. How many of you guys do I have to kill? Leave me alone. Yeah, because the whole point was that it was the end of the Cell Saga was Goku dies and passes the mantle of, like, the protector of Earth to Gohan. Because one of the things I heard years ago, which I don't even know if it was true, but the whole point of, like, Z, for, like, Dragon Ball Z, is that apparently it's supposed to be, like, a thing for, like, next generation or something. Are you actually kidding me? Now there's a fourth one. I don't think I've ever seen this many wolves when I've come this way before. I've also gone slightly the wrong way, I think, so... Excuse me. Yeah, eat shit. I was actually going to just fire anyway, just to, like, scare him off, but I did manage to actually line up that shot pretty decently, if I do say so myself. Ningen versus pack of wolves for the GDC. Might as well be at this point. I have absolutely gone the wrong way. Where the hell am I? I thought I would take a shortcut, and I've ended up somewhere where I don't know where I am. Have I even been here before? We'll know when we look at this body. Okay, yeah, so I have been here before. Wait, what? How the hell have I ended up all the way over there? So I came from my house over here, came down here, and what I was trying to do was just cut across here. And somehow I've managed to go all the way over here. Okay. So now I just have to go this way, I guess. Yeah, I think that is also kind of stupid and kind of, like, bad writing. That, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku could supposedly have beaten Fat Boo, but was like, nah, you guys should do it. It should be up to you to protect the Earth from now on, which then led to so much other like carnage and death and destruction. That's right. Fortunately, because I have all of that charcoal, I can just keep checking up by like mapping out stuff. Although now it's super misty, so I bet I can't. Yeah, of course. He did say in the same sentence he won't be around forever. I mean, that's the thing. I get the idea behind it. Is that he's like, yeah, I won't be around forever to always be like bailing you guys out. So you have to get strong enough to do it by yourselves. But they weren't at the time, and he supposedly was. So he should have just done it. Yeah, because isn't that the whole thing of like, that's the speech that like Piccolo gives to Gohan when he's training him before the Tournament of Power, isn't it? That like, as Ultimate Gohan, he absolutely could have defeated Fat Boo, Super Boo, but got cocky, and then I need to get up the map because I actually don't know where I am. I don't know how I've managed to get so off track. So I was just now up here, I think. So now I've just come down and I found a pond. Oh, so if I'm following the little river track thing, I'm going the wrong way. Great. So there should be down here, this should be the unnamed pond, and there should be a hunter's blind pretty much directly in front of me. So from there I need to just go straight, yeah, so straight west. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, being a Vegeta fan, like, Vegeta's the reason Cell became perfect. Vegeta's the reason that Boo got released. That's the other thing as well. As much as I do like Vegeta, and, like, I know people like Majin Vegeta, and he's kind of cool with the design, but, like, the whole Majin Vegeta thing, like, his motivation and everything, it's just so, like, terrible. Especially because he then just instantly changes and like goes back to being a like quote unquote good guy, like in a very short time after that. It's like, I want to go back to being the evil me who doesn't care about anything, and then literally the next thing he does is like sacrifice himself to save Trunks. It's like, what? Yeah, I've never been the biggest fan, as cool as his design is and everything, like. Because yeah, as much as I like Vegeta, that is the one flaw of his character, like, throughout, well, basically the main issue in the Buu saga, is the fact that he's so, like, desperate to fight Goku again. He can't wait for, like, you know, because the fact that Goku's only going to be back for 24 hours. So he can't wait. He has to fight him, like, right now. So... Means he was always good, didn't want to see good. But the thing is, that's the problem, is it just contradicts everything he says like before. And like why he, and like the fact that he becomes Marja Vegeta in the first place. Like it's just annoying. I think it's badly written. I am so lost. Because it is super misty and I have no idea where I am. And there's no recognizable landmarks because I can't see anything. I know like very roughly where I'm supposed to be going, but I can't see well enough to know if I'm actually like near where I'm trying to go to. Yeah, I need it to come up with like the name of where I am or something so I can at least work out on the map like where I am. Because right now I have literally no idea where I am on the map. Yeah, that is the main reason. Like, he just wanted a power boost after seeing how ridiculously powerful Goku had become. But, like, he could just say that. Yeah, Vegeta versus Pikkon in, like, the other world tournament type thing. That'd be cool. Game, please, give me some sort of indication. There's a dead body that I apparently haven't searched before. Where am I? It's all because I thought, oh, I'll just take a shortcut through the woods rather than go the long way of following the train track and then going off to the left. Like, I'll just take a shortcut, it'll be fine. Okay, well, I have no idea where I am, so... Alright, so this autosave is from when I got back to the cabin, so I've got to drop those. I did spend ages repairing my knife, didn't I? But I'm not going to do that again. I need to make the water for the journey, and then that's it. And I know from the previous thing that I can get 2 lots made in this time. can't remember which character type Narentia is. Because do you not have... Is he a ranged type? Because I was going to say, do you not have Caesar? Yeah, because my team that's been like crushing everything is Abacchio, Jotaro, Caesar, Prosciutto, and Giorno as the healer. Oh, it's longer this time. Oh wait, no, yeah, 'cause it's in 2 steps, isn't it? Right, let's go. No messing around. Well, actually, no, because I do have... Make sure we drop all of those. Now we go. What if Goku lost to Frieza, but Vegeta and Goku and the gang got back home? What do you mean, like, as in Goku lost to Frieza on Namek? Yeah, Frieza probably would hunt them down afterwards. I heard a wolf. I'm sure this is where we killed a wolf before. Hey, shout out to Bringer for... Oh, right, it's because there's a wolf killing rabbits over there. Shout out to Bringer for gifting a channel membership. I appreciate you. Shout out to Mr. Zahaha for receiving it. The trunks go back in time. Actually, yeah, I guess because, like, Jiro wouldn't have even made the androids, right? Because Goku's dead. So the future that Trunks comes from that gets destroyed by the androids wouldn't happen, right? But yeah, how's it going, Bringer? I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, so this time we're just going to go the straight route there so that I don't stupidly get myself lost in the woods like an idiot. Okay, got scared, but fair enough. I get it. Piccolo and Kami fused to stop Frieza and King Cold. I mean, in theory, King Cold wouldn't even need to come, would he? Like, King Cold only goes out, like, to get Frieza. And, like, have him rebuilt and, like, revived, and then comes with him to Earth. Whereas if Frieza beat Goku on Namek and then came to Earth to, like, catch up to Vegeta and Gohan and Piccolo and stuff, then King Cold probably just wouldn't even be with him, I would imagine. Alright, because he wouldn't need to be. Chat translating is infuriating, but also funny. Yeah, because it just looked like you said he, but you were saying hi. I think himself and 19 would still be around. Oh, yeah, I guess because originally the timeline that Trunks came from, it wasn't. Well, no, because it wasn't 19 and 20, was it? They weren't the android, like he didn't recognize them. Can't believe I wasted so much time lost in the woods. I should have just reset it like straight away. Android 19 is OP. I mean, technically he is in comparing to like the Goku who left Earth to go to Namek, and then obviously came back a Super Saiyan. But like that Goku that left Earth would have got absolutely destroyed by Android 19, which is kind of funny. Because then he only does in the actual thing because of the heart virus, right? Man, that heart virus Goku sub easy A should be so good as long as they don't fumble it. Okay. Forget which bit of the mountainside the cave is that I need to go in. Because I know it's above where the cabin is. Because you get a view of the cabin when you come out. Oh yeah, there it is. I literally went to it in a straight line. Let's go. New Tapion art in the battlefield makes me want to skip GDC. So it definitely is new Tapion art. Because yeah, I'll make a video about that tomorrow then. Like new Tapion incoming. But it'll probably be after the GDC then, obviously, in that case. Because I doubt a premium Tapion is going to be part of the GDC. Unless it is movies. And we actually do get a Tapion and Super Saiyan 3 Goku reversible exchange, like the one we designed. That would be kind of sick, not going to lie. Imagine if everyone is just wrong, and it's not like the Sagas of Z at all, and it literally is just something like movies. It'd be so funny. Because as I said on the stream the other day, for me, I don't really care. Like, I don't care what the theme is. As long as the units are good, the animations are good, and the community is hyped, so my videos will do well, then, yeah, I genuinely don't care who it is. I don't have, like, any agenda that needs to be fulfilled or anything like that. Obviously, if it was Heroes, that'd be great, but we all know that that isn't going to happen. Yeah, so the new Battlefield menu has, like, it's got a whole new revamp of how it looks, and it's got a couple of characters on it, and one of them appears to be, like, a new Tapion art. I thought it just was a clip from, like, the STR-LR, like one of their super attacks or something, but Bringer, being the resident Tapion expert, says that it isn't. So and when it comes to matters of Tapion, I will trust Bringer over my own shoddy memory. Alright, so we are back to the Mountain Town region. Friend Point LR Tapion. I mean, it could be. We know that the Friend Banner thing is being, like, retooled again, or revamped again. I mean, we saw how good the Battlefield Garlic Jr. was, and Lord Lude is decent. Like, Nova was super good last time, so, I mean, if it was a free-to-play Tapion, like, he could still be super good. I'm sure Bringer would be disappointed if it was just a free-to-play. But obviously Tapion isn't, like, a massive fan favourite character. I think he's a perfect choice for a filler Dokkan Fest, or, like I say, a reversible exchange of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I think would be pretty cool. But He's not making it high up on many people's like most wanted character lists. Tree. Most wanted character is a Zarbon that goes monster Zarbon. Really? Out of anything in Dragon Ball, that's your most wanted character. Reiner's still got to be Xeno Bardock, or whatever they want to call him. Just call him Bardock, it's fine. Bardock, who puts on the half-broken Timebreaker mask and then becomes Super Saiyan 3 Mars Saiyan. That would be absolute peak. And I will hear no slander to suggest otherwise. Yeah, because I know I'm going to get everyone else. Yeah, but are you, though? And, like, in the exact way that you would want and stuff? Because, like, yeah, probably not going to get another Mars Saiyan or even, like, a Super Saiyan 3 Mars Saiyan. Man, just, like, Geppy and manifest it always anyway, obviously. But, like, just give us the Heroes ECAs, man. Come on. I want Super Saiyan 3 Rose to get an absolute banger EZA so I can use him again on teams. Like, he'd be on the 200% Realm of Gods team. It would be super good. Like, just give the people what they want. And we want heroes. I mean, I know we can't get new heroes, but we want the heroes EZAs. That like Batista meme, like give me what I want. Oh yeah, the odds of a Zarbon Dokkan Fest on Mecha Cooler level is pretty low. That is true. But I mean, Dabura was really good with dupes. Not so much at 55%, but all of that Battlefield art are from Battlefield units, free-to-play units, except the Tech Goku. That's just the TUR for LR Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Int Tora, and STR SSJ Gohan. Yeah, I mean, I've got to message Dr. Pritch and say, like, please find out, like, even if they can't do the, any new hero stuff or anything, like, or even if they can't do the EZAs, can they at least like put out an announcement to say that they can't do them and like why they can't do them, so at least we don't have to keep hoping for something that's just never going to happen. Because I want them. I want the heroes EZAs. I've waited long enough, damn it. I think this was a risk climbing this rope with this low stamina. We'll be cutting it real close here. Oh, just gonna make it, I think. Oh, jeez, that was close.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
You guys have fun at the watch break. Wait, Drace, aren't you? I thought you were going now. Didn't you get your... You got a thing, didn't you? Very excited for Moro and Ultra Ego Vegeta for the 14th anniversary. Well, I mean, I don't think they would happen at the same time, considering they're from two completely different sagas, but... Just sleep so I can get a little bit of energy back. You can't go? Oh, no way. I got the invite, but I can't go. Ah, man. Yeah, that sucks. To be fair, even if we had managed to sort out our thing, I'm not sure if I would have been able to arrange to go. Funds-wise, but... I would have tried to make it work, but it is one of those things, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Like, so it's all well and good if it's like just round the corner, depending on whereabouts in the US, like some of you guys are. But is it quite far away from where you are? Obviously, you don't have to. I don't know if you've said like what state you live in and stuff before, so obviously you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, I wasn't sure like how far away it is for you or anything. The fan meetup thing for the GDC reveal. They mentioned it in game before. We were talking about it because you have to be a US resident to even apply to be able to go, and then only certain people would get picked. But Dr. Pritch, Raudo, and Drace all got accepted. And Dr. Pritch messaged the Bandai like support people because you're allowed to bring a guest with you. And he messaged them saying, "Oh, like, can my guest be from like not the US?" And they said yes. So I was like, "Oh wow!" So like, I might actually be able to go. And so then you have to fill out a form. They send you a link. But then when I click to go to the link, it says you can't access this page from your country because it should only be accessed by people that have like an American Bandai Namco account. So then we messaged them again to say, "Oh, hey, so you guys have said that, like, you know, this guy can come, but he can't get to the page to fill out the form. Like, what should we do?" And then they just never replied again. And Dr. Pritch messaged them a couple more times, made a public post on Twitter, like, atting them and stuff. And, yeah, they just never got back to us again. So, I can't go. And like I said, I may not 100% have been able to go anyway, but it's just the fact that, like, it's not even an option, like, because I can't fill out the form. It's not a VPN thing. It's because my Bandai Namco account, like, is registered to me being in the UK, and obviously it's linked to my Dokkan account and everything. And you can't change your location on your Bandai Namco account, so there's literally nothing I could do to access the form. And the problem is, we were talking about this, we were complaining about this on the, was it the Friday? No, it was it Saturday stream the Dr. Pritch was here? I can't remember. But the fact that it's so difficult to speak to an actual person, because, like, all we could do is wait and hope that they would email us back, and they didn't. Whereas, like, if I could have actually spoken to somebody, I feel like it would have been such an easy issue to fix. But, yeah, like, they just never replied, so... There you go, I've got my jar of pickles. So yeah, very disappointing. Because yeah, it would have been very cool to meet a bunch of you guys. Damn it, I would have fit there. Damn it. How could just turning it, because I want the label to be at the front, make it not fit there now? Okay. Weird. Okay. My invite was also sent late for some reason. Even I had funds, I don't think I'd have made a plan in time. Yeah, that was the other problem, like, with them taking so long. Is even if they replied, like, now and said, okay, now we've sorted it, it's in, like, less than 2 weeks. Like, I don't know if I would be able to... So, I mean, I probably would, let's be fair. People make, like, super last minute, like, travel plans and stuff, but it would just be annoying. I'm one of those people, I do like to have things planned out in advance and get annoyed at the even minorest of plan changes, which is probably an ADHD thing, but alright, so it's still the middle of the night. So we've got to pass some time. And then we can sleep some more. Show me the ham. Oh, wait, yeah. I don't know if I've got the ham at this base. I think I might have left some of the ham that I meant to bring with me back at the other base. Do I have ham here? Oh, yeah, there's some cans of ham. Canned ham. My lovely shelves that I've stocked. For some reason the game doesn't recognize this shelf as like a physical object, so I can't put things on it, which is really annoying. Same with this shelf here, which isn't even higher than, like, it's lower than this one. Like, why can't I put stuff on here? Very annoying. But still, my fancy kitchen. But yeah, who knows? I guess the only thing we can do is, like, try and keep on, even though I can't go this time. Like, try and maybe still see if we can get in contact with them to find a workaround, because then obviously the next time it happens, if the people that win could bring guests, and one of you guys or someone from our community wins, then potentially it could happen again. But yeah, unfortunately it looks like it isn't happening this time. Which is a shame, because it's one of those things that, because you had to be a resident of the US, like, I was annoyed about it, but, like, I'd kind of resigned myself to the fact that, like, I was never going to be able to go to one of these events. So the thing that sucks about it the most was the fact that there was, like this glimmer of hope that actually I was going to, like, potentially going to be able to go. And, like, now it isn't going to happen, which is very annoying. If it had just stayed, like, always the fact that, oh, well, I know I'm not able to go anyway, then it wouldn't be so bad. But the fact that then it was, like, kind of dangled in front of me and then snatched away, like, makes it feel worse. And that's no, like, obviously I'm very appreciative of, like, Dr. Britch even, like, suggesting, like, winning and, like, inviting me as his guest. I'm not obviously saying anything to do with him, but it's all Bandai Namco's fault. Like, the fact they're like, yeah, like, that guy can come. And it's like, okay, well, he can't access the form, so now what do we do? And then crickets. It's like, great, thanks. I saw a post saying AGL 21 is worse than the ROF Blues. I mean, I think, like, it's become a meme at this point, to the point where I feel like, what's the word? I feel like I'm banging my head against the wall. Like, I feel like it's become a meme to even say it, but, like, I've genuinely lost all faith in the community's ability to, like, understand how good or bad units are now, like, when they come out. Every single EZA and every single new unit every time I do one of those community response videos, there's always at least one or two people that are like, oh yeah, this unit sucks. And it's like, you know, like mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who's incredibly good. Probably the second best TUR in the game, because I think he's probably better than Deborah. And people in the like community response video are saying like, oh yeah, he sucks. It's like, huh? He's the second, like, he's coming out as the second best TUR in the game. Like, what do you mean he sucks? Like, it's crazy. Alright, well, hopefully it should be smooth sailing anyway the rest of the way. So we know exactly where we're going now. Just got to follow this path. Wonder if there'll be another bear on that bridge again. Hopefully not. Guilty. Yeah, to be fair, Tala, you've had a pretty, as much as I love you, you've had a pretty bad track record recently of saying that new units or EZAs look bad to you when they're actually really good. My view on it is if you're not the best, you're nothing. I mean, unfortunately, unironically, that is what some people in the community, especially on like Dokkan Twitter, are actually like. Like, if the unit doesn't come out and is now immediately the new best unit in the game, then they're just trash garbage that shouldn't exist. It's like, okay. And then the worst part about it is, like, I know that a lot of it is just a vocal minority, but then you have the counter, like, thing of people who get annoyed at people like me and, like, Vilify and stuff saying that, like, oh, people are being too negative. And then people are like, well, you guys are being too positive. Like, you're just shilling and, like, all of this, like... It's like, yeah, it's just so annoying. The thing as well is, like, I don't even care if units come out and they're not, like, the new best. Like, as long as they're fun to use and they're actually, like, viable, right? Because I like a character that has a really cool, fun design but just gets immediately one-tapped by every single fight in the meta. Obviously, that's a bad release. But, like, yeah, as long as the unit's cool, is, like, fun to use, has good animations, like, yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm happy with that. But literally, like, for some people, a new character comes out and it has to be the literal second coming of Jesus Christ in PNG form. Otherwise, the developers should have their houses burnt down. And people do go a little bit crazy. Cooler is a fraud. Wait, which cooler? How dare you? But yeah, I don't know if you saw, because did you see when I did the showcase, like when Cooler got his EZA? And in my video with like the male Cooler support and like turn 2, he had like 7 million defense or something. And it was one of those very few showcases where like you could literally take a freeze frame at one point of me literally being like, because it was just so good. STR Final Form Cooler, when he came out for that worldwide, was my favourite unit in the game, and he is now my favourite unit in the game again. I love him. He's got such a good EZA. That's why it pains me in my soul that I don't have Tech Metal Cooler. Because, man, that's the team where STR Cooler really does have his like full potential, and I don't have him. Right, is there going to be another bear on this bridge? Because literally when we came here the first time there was, and when we came here the last time, which would only be the second time ever coming to this bridge, there was a bear again. So, is there going to be a bear again? Okay, well I don't see one yet. Watching Truth use and talk about Cooler makes me sad. Why? Is he massively over or underrating him? I've not seen what he has said about STR Cooler, to be honest. Okay, looks like no bear. He calls him a fraud all the time. For some reason he thinks he's weak defensively. How? Like 6 million defense on turn 2 with 40% damage reduction is weak defensively. Or is he another one of those like, oh well, the character doesn't have guards, so he's not good? Nah, that can't be right. Truth knows better than that. He must know that Cooler is GOAT. Oh, fucking hell, there's the bear. Oh, actually. Nice. Yeah, this is where I have to go. So I actually don't even have to worry about it. Fuck you, bear. Too little, too late. Yeah, that'll show him. That'll learn him. Okay, so we just go through this cave, and then the bunker that we need to get to is basically on the other side of this cave. So it's not even a particularly long cave, but we'll still light the lamp, just in case. Oh, I remember this from last time. This way looked like a dead end, but I think it's a thing you have to crawl. Yeah, there's like a little crawl space. That's why I briefly glanced to the right and I was like, oh, okay, we don't go that way. It's a dead end. But there's always complaining about a slot 2 super will hit Cooler and kill him. I'm like 412 keys and you have 10 million defense, 40% damage reduction. Yeah, like... Plus, he probably built him full dodge and then complains that he never crits. Whereas Cooler is one of those few characters that's come out recently where... Wait, no. Is it Cooler? I keep forgetting now. Is it Cooler that is one of the few units that came out recently that you do want to give crit in his hidden potential? I can't remember. I'd have to double check what my one has. But yeah, I think STR Cooler, you do want to give him some crit, right? I don't know if I remember that right or if I'm gangster tripping. He did build him full crit. Okay, fair enough. So he did that part right, at least. But yeah, I love that STR Cooler. I will not have anyone claim that he's a fraud in my presence. He is fantastic and always performs well for me. So... if he's bad for other people, I say skill issue, sir. Okay, so this is the conspiracy theorist bunker, because they've got all these, like, charts and papers and stuff all over the wall. But where is the loose rocks? But yeah, it does suck when he fails to crit, but, I mean, it's better to have a unit like Cooler and he occasionally fails to crit than a unit like UI Goku and he occasionally fails to dodge, and then you just die. Because, yeah, all the other ones we found, they look like a broken bit of brick on the wall. Is it here? Yeah, there we go. There we go.
That'll come in handy.
Because, yeah, if you're not on this quest line, you can't get that thing. Like that, you just won't let you click on it. It's not there. Where is the... Oh yeah, it's that thing again. Remember this did this the other day where I couldn't see my like notes items. They should be here, but no, wait, they should be here? Yeah, there we go. It just took them a while to load in. Like my brother, I'm convinced he's the reason I can't follow the hash design, stubborn, French revelers, loyalty matters, and has to keep marrying when everything else falls apart. Okay. Make him understand. Interesting. Alright, well there you go. That's the third one. Cooler might be a bigger fraud than UI Goku. Oof. Grace, you are flirting with disaster, my friend. The banhammer is hovering over your head. You say things like that. Alright, shortcut down. Oh yeah, we got sidetracked on this conversation. I don't know why it just popped back into my mind, but it's quite far back up the chat now. I'm trying to remember who said it, but Sweet Taters, if you're still here. I'm not sure what the next game on the list is. I've still got a bunch of stuff we'll have to do in this game for like the quest lines and stuff, but I probably should start playing something else, even if we're alternating between this and something else. There's just nothing really I want to play at the moment. The new Control game doesn't come out until next month. That Wolverine game comes out next month, but it's like a good 4 weeks or so from now. I think that comes out like 2 weeks before Control. And that looks cool. But yeah, in terms of stuff that's coming out like soon, there isn't really anything major that's like on my radar, I don't think. All jokes aside, RNG will call an Aaron who lately has been against me. Yeah, sometimes RNG just is bad. I mean, it is one of those things. Like the last couple of times I've used Aaron Su's team, like when trying to test out 21 and stuff, Aaron Su's just been selling for me like non-stop. So, and that's the problem with even like with the UI Goku type characters, having to have a character on your team who's like the slot 1 unit, but they entirely rely on dodge. And if they don't dodge the boss's super, then they will just die. Is kind of annoying. And especially her at 55% because she doesn't have like additional. Because she can dodge before she attacks, and then after she attacks, she needs to be getting those 12 or 11 key supers. So she needs to be getting additional so that she then has dodge chance like after she's attacked. But that team that we tried out that we suggested with like the all pansy leads instead with the 21s on it was pretty good. That was a fun team. Right, so we shortcut back to the Mountain Town house. But there's no real reason to stop or stay here, realistically, so we dropped off our jar of pickles in the stocked kitchen. But I think we just head back, because maybe we could get all the way back to Coastal Highway before the end of the stream. Because annoyingly, basically where we started the stream in that trailer in the snow, right at the very, very beginning, that's now where I have to go back to. To turn in the quest now that we've gotten the stuff out of the bunker. What am I stuck on? Wasn't moving for a second then. Alright, so just gotta head back this way. Zarbon / monster Zarbon, final form freezer with domain, and a new Piccolo that says I'm new the Piccolo Walk Army. And Namek that's long since forgotten his name. Wait, what is this? What are we talking about? Is this just for characters that you really want to see? Oh, sorry, I see the bit above it now. My 3 most wanted units in Dokkan. Yeah, we do need a final form freezer. That's the only thing about the whole, like, all arcs of Z theory and stuff that I do like, is that we do finally need a Dokkan Fest LR final form freezer, 100%. Can't wait for a furry Deathclaw to pop out. Yeah, Deathclaw in disguise as a bear has made its way over from Fallout to the Long Dark somehow. I mean, I won't say crazier things has happened, because I don't think that is true, but... I would like a Kid Buu and that, but it'll happen at some point. I find it funny how much of a meme it is. I'm very bored of the meme now. I really want GDC to just give us LR Kid Buu finally. So then the meme can be over. That would be wonderful. Escape would be out of nuclear winter. Uh-oh. I've come back to the point where I've got to do the climbing bits and I'm tired again already. Yeah, the Kid Buu meme is even worse than the need for the androids to have those arbitrary numbers in their kit. There'll always be an insert LR needed. Maybe, but then also the other meme of like, oh, LR so-and-so before LR Kid Buu will like finally stop being a thing. Like obviously now we just had the oh, LR lewd before LR Kid Buu, and it's like, man. At this point it is kind of crazy though, when you consider like all the characters that have gotten an LR and the fact that Kid Buu was basically the final boss of Dragon Ball Z, and until GT was created, until like some of the other movies came out and stuff, like he was literally the last bad guy of Dragon Ball Z. And he still doesn't have an LR in Dokkan. It's kind of crazy. Now, the fact that we have a Buuhan and we have a Super Buu, And we have at least, like, what? There's at least 2 LRs that have Fat Boo in them. Barbady and the Hercule. I know he's just in the art and, like, the super attack, I guess. But, like, yeah, LR Kid Boo absolutely should be a thing by now. Next meme will be Super Saiyan 3 Broly. I mean, yeah, true. His, they fumbled his release. They fumbled his EZA. So his Super EZA is literally his final shot at redemption. Will he get it, or will he be mid AF? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Right, so we do have the weight bonus. Fortunately, we've got more energy than we did the last time I was trying to climb a rope when my stamina was getting low, so we should be fine. That's the only good thing about knowing, like, where I'm going and, like, going back and forth between these couple of places, knowing I don't need to carry a lot of stuff with me. We haven't had that issue that we've had when we've been properly relocating between areas before, where I'm then over encumbered at the point of having to climb a rope, so then I have to throw loads of stuff on the floor. We haven't had to do that for a while, so... Would you trust me to be the boss of Dokkan for the next year or no? I don't know. Like I say, with your some of your questionable ratings of units recently, would the units that are coming out be good? Although they probably would be good, but they'd probably be too OP, and so then power creep would go crazy. But in terms of, like, character choices and stuff, then yes, sure. What? I mean, I would trust... Actually, yeah, I would trust you to be the boss of Dokkan for a year if one of the things you did as part of being the boss of Dokkan for a year was hire me. That would be a great and very wise choice. Yeah, didn't you say, like, because... Yeah, oh yeah, you said because you thought Birdcue has permanent damage reduction. But yeah, because you didn't really, like, you weren't particularly fond of Cooler's EZA when the details came out. But he is, in fact, a beast. He is the best unit in the game. It's true. Drace. See, now Drace is spitting. Yeah, Drace making sense now. You love to see it. is the best unit in the game. I mean, he probably isn't the best unit in the game, but he is awesome. He's my favourite unit in the game, probably now, but he's not the best unit in the game. I don't agenda post that hard, but... yeah, I've got my red coins saved up. We will be getting Tech Metal Cooler when he comes back on a banner. And hopefully, if I'm lucky, I'll be getting a couple of copies of him, but we'll see how that goes. Because hopefully we just get copies from the summons. Just annoying that the entrance to the coastal highway has to be the opposite side of the railroad tracks to like where this comes out. Because this comes out basically at one end of the tracks, but it's the wrong end. Like where we want to go. I underestimated his 4-turn defense stack. So the STR restriction. Because yeah, the STR restriction is kind of stupid. Like, it doesn't matter on release, but it just means in the future when other STR characters come out, that then it will be something you have to think about, which is a little bit annoying.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
I wonder what it is. I mean, I don't. Bro is like super tired. Carrying a backpack full of stuff. Has slept for 2 hours in the last, like, I don't know, day? Actually, it hasn't been that long since we left Mountain Town, to be fair. Yeah, as long as it doesn't get super misty, I won't get lost in these woods again. Strongest in the universe, fun flavor, but not great design. I mean, he's got a great design. He's a very good unit. I mean, the STR restriction thing is just stupid. Because whilst it doesn't matter now, like I say, it just hurts him in the future when a really good STR unit comes out that would potentially be on that team. You then have to decide which one of them to use, which is annoying. You know, the seconds I'm in charge of giving us new Super 17 unit and Golden Final Form Freezer EZA. It's like Golden Final Form Freezer. I hit him. I just didn't kill him. But that's fine, as long as he runs away. Not fast. Which would you prefer we get this GDC, assuming only one is an option? A free-to-play team on the level of the Goku Black clones, or a free-to-play LR on Nova's level? I would say the free-to-play LR, because the free-to-play team is cool and it's fun for new players and stuff, but for me, I mean, I've already got my teams, right? Like, it's fun for me to run the clones teams as like a challenge for like videos and stuff, but for me as a player, like, I would much rather have a free-to-play LR that's really good that I might actually want to put on my main teams that I'm already using. So yeah, for me, it's definitely the LR on the level of Nova. Interested to see what anyone else thinks to that question, though, that we've asked. Yeah, Angel Golden Freezes. Yeah, I knew who you meant, but... yeah, I feel like his EZA could happen even if we're getting a Freezer, even if it's Namek Freezer. Like, as long as part of his leader skill is Wicked Bloodline, then I feel like that physical Freezer could still easily just get his EZA finally. I've got 10 minutes, so I reckon I can get back to Coastal Highway. I can't turn in the quest, I don't think. Saving his EZA for a new Kefla, LR, or Universe 7 Gohan or something. I mean, apparently they're just not saving... they're not saving it for anything. They've apparently just forgotten he exists. How many celebrations have we had where it's like, okay, surely they must be EZAing Frieza now. And then they still haven't. Like, it's crazy. Free my boy from purgatory already. Prefer the LR one, which takes a short time to grind. For the clones, takes a while. And a rare art for the all cards. Yeah, I suppose it was probably more so thinking about just like for the actual in-game, like the characters themselves, like using them and stuff. But yeah, that is also true. Like actually farming up all the cards. Because I like the fact that Nova just was an LR. You just beat a bunch of missions, you got all the copies, like boom, he's already an LR, you didn't have to farm medals. Like, that was a nice touch as well, I think. Because, yeah, we're really confused in the data down, though, because it's like, well, he's an LR, but where's, like, the other arts? And it's just like, no, he's just an LR.
I'm getting weaker.
Hey, you're just getting tired, but there's a place we can sleep at the end of the track, so don't worry. Guy in charge of his EZA was fired because he could... before he could turn in his details, and they forgot to assign his EZA to someone else. Yeah. Or they put it in a drawer, and then someone got fired, and like, yeah, the only person who knew like where it was got fired, and so then yeah, they've just forgotten all about it. Because the person who designed it put it somewhere, and then everyone forgot. Different Cell Junior. Yeah, Cell Junior's free-to-play team would be kind of funny. I don't know about Freezer Force, just because... think people really care about them. Unless you mean like Dodoria, Zarbon, like, or if you just mean like the random soldiers and like Apule and stuff. I don't think anyone cares about that. Right, so now we can eat, drink, sleep. Fortunately, it's one of those things we usually have the problem with. We're not tired enough to sleep all the way through the night. But fortunately, my guy was literally exhausted this time, so... we can sleep, and now it's almost morning. So... I think I could probably just leave now, to be fair, because it's technically gonna... I think it's probably still going to be fairly dark outside, but not dark enough that I won't be able to maneuver. I mean, I can't really see. Oh, wow, it's basically is light already. When are we getting the Great 8 Bardock Squad EZAs? That's the thing I want to know. I wonder if they would do them at the same time as the Tech Bardock EZA, if they were going to do Tech Bardock EZA for the countdown. Because, like, that would be kind of cool. Leave Mystery Lake. Okay. Back to the ravine. What if Raditz turn good? Would they have beaten Vegeta and Nappa or not, since Goku never dies? Probably not. But then I guess how does Raditz turn good without being like fought by them? I guess it depends on what the circumstances are of Raditz surviving and then turning good. But yeah, then Nappa and Vegeta would have just showed up and just destroyed everyone.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Because then they say, like, a Cyberman is, like, the power of Raditz. So... because, yeah, if Goku never dies and then goes trains with King Kai, then, yeah, when Vegeta and Nappa show up, everybody just gets absolutely destroyed. Raditz becomes good after bonding with Farmer with a shotgun, yeah, instead of just instantly killing him. We're not going to quite get back to where we need to go in in Crystal Highway, because we've only got like a minute or so to go, but we are going to basically get back to that trailer where I started the stream. The one that we first attempted to come out when it was too windy, so then I waited a little bit. Because we can go in there and then sleep to save it. Which is kind of funny that we're in the stream at the exact place that we started it geographically, but obviously we've done the next step of the quest line, which is the important part. But yeah, Tapion would make a great October Dokkan Fest. But yeah, the problem is that anyone surviving in those instances, like if Goku survives, and then they convince like Vegeta to like not kill them, so they can all team up against Frieza, like it means none of them will have gotten A, extra training from King Kai, or B, like the extra Zenkai boosts and stuff. So then they would stand no chance whatsoever against Frieza. Of course the wind is blowing towards me. I literally just want to get to this destination so we can stop and like save it there. And so of course, rather than the wind blowing the other way, so I'd actually be moving faster, wind is blowing at me, so it's going to take me ages to cross this bridge.
Find some place to escape this cold.
I didn't realize it was that cold as well. There we go. As soon as we're out of the wind, notice like how much faster I immediately start moving. Right. Right, well, we're almost there.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
God. Okay, I might have to just stop here then, because... What do you mean? Where's the wind blowing? Oh, it's blowing towards me. Great. go in this tunnel then. I guess we'll have to make a little camp in here. Continue the journey next time.
Come on, come on.
Come on, come on. Do I have anything that I can use to warm myself up with? I do not. Okay, well it cures our hypothermia risk because we are next to a fire, so that's fine. Was it 2024? Oh, was the Gohan and Piccolo? Yeah, Drace just wants you to go broke with a Tapion release. Actually, I could just I don't need to be carrying 3 cans with me. So I can leave that there. It's early in the day, so then I guess if I sleep next to the fire... How long has the fire got on it? 2 hours. Sleep for an hour. I mean, that's enough to save it anyway, but my hope is that the wind dies down a little bit. Oh, good. So not only did it not die down, it switched this way. Okay, well, that's a problem for another time. I'm going to load back into the game next time we play it and be like, what is going on here? But it's easier to, at least I know where I'm going. It's the main thing. So. All right, well, that is going to be it from me. I appreciate you guys coming out. We will be back for the early stream tomorrow, and then no late stream tomorrow. So just Dokon in the morning. And then I think we're back with the Long Dark. The next time will be Wednesday evening. So that's going to be it from me. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, give a follow on the Twitch side, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see, I'm sure, most of you tomorrow for the early stream. We'll be doing the new quest stages and the new frontier stages. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. So yeah, like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you next time. Peace out.